Hey, this is CG1 and thank you so much for joining me once again. I want to talk to you about the secret to finding out how someone is really like. Now I say really like because as people we are good actors, not just from what we say but how we act. And by that you may think that we are this always happy type of person, happy clappy type of person, this person that never gets upset and loses temper, this calm, very pleasing personality. And you might think that that's what someone is really like, but I want to tell you there is actually a secret to finding out who someone really is, because human beings, we always put our best foot forward. And the issue with that is that we tend to commit based on people's best foot forward, if that makes sense. So in much sense, we might go into business partnerships, relationships with people, marry them, and not really know what someone is really like. You're in an altar with someone and you don't really know who they're really like until you commit to them. And then the issue starts bringing out and you're thinking, what's going on? This ain't the same person that was always calm and never loses temper, and yet now he's going nuts over the smallest things, and you're thinking, what's going on? That's because people are able to control their actions. They're able to act in a certain way. It's like going to an interview. You put on this facade and you are there, you say everything that they want to hear, you try and do everything that they want to see, and as a result of that they don't really see or know who you really are like, because it's always your best foot forward. And as human beings, it's not just the good, it's also the bad. You need to be able to understand that there is the good and the bad, and so am I willing to commit to not just the good but the bad as well, the good qualities and the bad qualities, and that gives you a more well-informed decision. But if you go into business partnership with someone and you don't know that they are really bad with handling of money because of their temperament, then you lose sight of your ability to ask yourself, is this something I'm willing to deal with? Am I good with handling money? Because if I'm not, he's bad and I'm bad, we're in trouble. So it helps you. So I'm sure you're thinking, Joe, what's the secret to that sort of discovery? And I want to share this with you because this is so important in terms of understanding people and even with yourself. This is it, the secret to finding out what people are really like is, don't just watch people's actions, but start analyzing people's reactions. Like I said earlier, we are good at controlling the way we act, but it's so much harder to control the way we react, because our actions reveal and show our personalities, but our reaction reveals our true character. See, it's so absolutely crazy that if you watch football or any film or anything such as that, if someone has a bad temper, you see the opponents or the opposition team in football target this person, maybe rough them up a bit, and the same result happens. This person loses his cool, reacts terribly and gets sent off and lets his team down. Or maybe you're at a job or something and you lose your temper and you do something or say something that gets you into trouble, and you're thinking, wow, people are just able to push your buttons because they know how you react, and your reactions is such a struggle to control it, because the controlment of your reaction leads to changing your habits. So if someone can put on this facade and show you a certain action that you want to see and it's not their real self, if they try and do the same with their reactions, which is a whole lot harder, It's basically them being on the path to changing who they really are. So what's my point? My point is that to know who someone really is, you need to look beyond their actions and look and analyze their reactions. How do they react to certain things? When things go bad, how do they react when they are faced with pressure? These are the sort of things that you need to know. Don't just commit based on someone's actions and what people say. Commit based on how they react to certain things. What comes out of their mouth, what comes out of them when things don't go too well. This is the key to figuring out the true essence and behavior of people. It comes out in their reactions and not just their actions. It is so sad how so many people just live life and they're just basing their decisions on what they just see on the surface. But there's a deeper thing. There's a deeper essence of how people really are. And that's on the level of their reactions. The things that are more instinctive, the things that are more habitual, that just comes out beyond the levels of our ability to control. This is something that really helps you in your relationships. It helps you in your life, even with yourself. How you react to certain situations. Don't just look into trying to control your actions. Look beyond that to your reactions, because that reveals your true character, and character is much deeper than your personality. This is CG1, and you have the seed of greatness.
Ta-da!